Hello, this is your Manju ma'am taking online class from St. Paul School, Jaisalmer. Now, the poem which we gonna start today is very famous poem, The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. This is very important for you, dear students, as the message that you get from it is something that will be very helpful in your future life. Because the message that you get from this poem is about the choices that you'll make for your future life, which will certainly decide your future and exactly will decide what you'll be known for. So, overall, this poem is about the choices, the decisions that you make for your life, and what will be the results of it. The central theme of the poem, The Road Not Taken, is of making choices in life. All people have to make choice one way or the other. These choices make or break our future. Therefore, the value of the poem here is choice, benefit, love, satisfaction, and intelligence, and so on. Choice making is central of these emotions. What happens after choice are made of a different thing. Human beings always make choice seeing various aspects. They always take positive side. Make a time Many a time these prove right, but these also prove wrong. However, these make all the difference in life. We should make right choices, though to error is human. It is that humans do make mistake. That doesn't mean that we stop there. We have to move on and continue the life. This well known poem is about making choices and the choices that shape us. Robert Frost is an American poet who writes simply but insightfully about common ordinary experiences. Let us see the poetry explanation line by line. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood. The poet informs us that there are two roads at a junction in the wood. It is mentioned yellow wood here, telling us about the autumn season, creating a sense of silence and a gloomy state of mind. And sorry, I could not travel both, and be one traveler, long I stood. Being one single man, the poet regrets here for not being able to travel on both the roads at the same time. He stands at the crossroad for a long time to try and decide which path he should follow, and looked down one as far as I could to where it bent in the undergrowth. The poet looked down here one of the roads as far as his vision could reach. He could see only as far as the path took it bent at the thick undergrowth. Thick undergrowth means no small sized shrubs, herbs there lying underneath. Here, the poet is giving us a metaphorical meaning where, with the road choices, it is being asked the decision which he has to make in his life, and as far as he could is for the thinking which he is taking or the cautiousness which he is showing before choosing the path. Then took the other just as fair. The poet here makes his decision. Since both the paths seem to be similar, he takes the other one. As both roads are equally good, so the choice may be also equally good. Thinking that in mind, he chose one of the options, and having perhaps the better claim because it was grassy and wanted wear. In these lines, the poet justifies his choice as the path is grassy and not much walked upon by the travelers. So he is saying that this is the better claim which I am choosing because it is less walked upon, less number of people has chosen that road. Therefore, this road needed to be used. Worn out means used. Though as for that, the passing there had warned them really about the same. Now, in these lines, the poet is again having a second thought. He is feeling maybe both roads are same. They seem to be less walked, but they are same only. Both are equal. So again, the hesitation is coming out to take the decision as both roads seem to be similar. And both that morning equally lay in leaves, no step had trodden black. Now, here once again he comes to a conclusion on a fresh morning when he looks at both the roads. He say that on both they are equally covered with the leaves, and both are seem to be less walked upon, and certainly one has to be chosen from his side. So now he has chosen one of them which has fallen leaves, and those leaves are also yet not crushed, means he has taken a path, taken a choice, and now he'll be with that only. He has a clarity in the situation, that what he was confused earlier, it is clear now that he will follow a path which is less walked upon, and leaves are not crushed on that path. Oh, I kept the first for another day. The poet seems to be regretting the decision already. This here it is emphasizing the same. Why? He strongly feels that what he is going to take today, he can change it again. If it is not correct, he can come back to the road, and which he has today left, he can choose it back and come to the same place. So here basically he is trying to rethink about his choice, but he is thinking that I can revert back to the previous choice which I left today. Yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. Now here he is realizing that he will never be able to return back on the same road which he has not taken today, because the path which he has chosen today will lead to other way, that will pass on to other, and so on. So going ahead, then coming back to the initial position from he has taken the decision in today cannot be changed. I shall be telling this with a sigh somewhere ages and ages hence. So in this stanza, it's completely a future tense. The time has passed by. He had already made decision in the past, and now what today he is because of the decision which he took long back ago once. But when he'll be telling it, he'll be taking a deep breath, a sigh, and then two roads diverged in a wood, and I. Again, he is repeating the first line at the end to sum up what he has started. I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. Here, the poet confidently informs us about his decision, that he has dared to take the road that many feared and less walked. He had chosen the road which was not taken by most of the passerbys. With this, we come to know that poet was adventurous and was of independent thought. However, the concluding lines give us the feeling that what the decision he took earlier in his life has made all the difference of what he is today. He is not saying that he has achieved something good, so he is feeling very nice, and that also is not given here that something wrong has happened in his life because of that decision. Consequences, the results are not described here. It only says us that what he is today is because of the decision which he took a long back ago in his past. This ends the poetry explanation here. Next comes the poetic devices. The poetic devices here used is, first we can take metaphor, as the poem whole is a metaphor because poet is comparing everything metaphorically, only like the road in the wood to like making choices. So he's comparing about himself to be a traveler. So this road, himself, his life are a metaphor here. Then is anaphora. Anaphora is for the repetition of the same word in the starting of the line. As you can see in line 2, 3, 4, it is and at the starting. Next is personification. Yes, personification is also used, as you can see in line 8, because it was grassy and wanted where. Grassy path, wanted where. This wanting is a human need, so personified here. Next is alliteration, repeating of the same word in a same line, same sound in a same line. Now see here, somewhere ages and ages, here ages and ages, the word is being repeated in the same line. And finally we come to imagery. Imagery, if I give you images, you can perceive it through your senses. Like if I tell you the two roads diverged in a yellow wood, the picture comes in your mind about woods, that is a forest, autumn season, tree leaves falling down from the trees and everywhere scattered here and there. So this is an example of imagery. I hope you understood here. For any clarification, do watch the video again. Thank you.